Hey, welcome back to the project. This is Research here with another series on topics of research, I guess, and covering the domains that are more, I guess, information, research, and knowledge-based. Still about topics like security, finance, relationships, health, and in this case we're covering like a subdomain that has to do with browsers and the internet. So this one's if we follow off from the previous episode, that one covered, I believe it covered something along the lines of the internet service providers that are prevalent in my country, like Bell and Rogers and TELUS, and the relevance it had to kind of like what I was dealing with at the time, which was some troubles with the Wi-Fi and security issues, right? Basically that were a result of me upgrading my computer or PC to a certain version, which was like Windows 11 feature update 23H2, and it just like made everything malfunction. There were all these errors on the event viewer. Just like go on your start menu, press Alt, and then search up event viewer, and then there were errors popping up in the reliability monitor graph, and so everything was like not working well. Some services, some Windows services were just not working. And in conjunction with my anti-malware, antivirus software, and of course then in conjunction with my Wi-Fi, my router modem. So I just realized that right now I didn't plug in my battery, my adapter for my laptop. So it probably was lagging like crazy, because that's usually where a good source of energy and performance comes from. Hopefully it's starting to be better now and the video is not as choppy. I don't know if it has a really impact. Anyways, so that was the previous episode. So now we're going to jump into like Mozilla Firefox, because one of the main reasons why I started using Mozilla Firefox in the first place was because I thought that there were issues with the previous browser, because I had so many tabs open, so many instances open, like 30 instances, each with like a couple hundred tabs, and it's like 2,000 tabs. I thought it was like a performance issue. I said, I can't get through all that right now because I'm experiencing like a crisis situation. So why don't we open up Mozilla Firefox and start working on just the most important stuff? And we opened a bunch of tabs there that only the tabs that we really needed, but that still expanded to like 50 to 60 tabs, which we're kind of down from because we cut down the stuff on religious and mythological influences, like Eshu and Huitzilopochtli, which I covered in the past couple episodes ago. And then the previous episode I covered, mail, and then after that I covered like internet connectivity. The mail obviously is something tangible and concrete. It's a real material possession and had real experiences. It reminded me of real memories I had with people who are important to me. But obviously that's separate from the ones that are here that I can show on the browser. So what we're going to do here is just kind of cover the things that we probably don't need up anymore once we're done talking about it. So when you're using a new browser, right, so we're just diving into it right now. One of the first things I like to do, and you probably do yourself if you're a little bit just basic, if you have some basic knowledge about browsers, is that you can add extensions onto your internet browsers, like Microsoft Edge can. Google Chrome was the first pioneering, like smart browser kind of thing. And then Microsoft Edge kind of like trumped that one after several years of advancement. And then, eventually a bunch of other smaller browsers started to jump on board with that, or they already had these features adopted anyways, and Edge was just catching up. So these are extensions, right? It's a very old thing, right? We've had extensions since like 2010s, and so Mozilla Firefox has their own extensions, and or not their own extensions, but extensions from providers that supply their services to a variety of different browsers, including Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge, and one of those is uBlock. So uBlock Origin by Raymond Hill, finally an efficient wide-spectrum content blocker, easy on PC, on CPU, and memory. And what it does is it blocks scripts, I believe. If it's not, maybe one of the other ones, one of the other variations, like a JS script blocker. uBlock is not an ad blocker, it's a wide-spectrum content blocker with memory efficiency and CPU as its primary feature. It blocks ads, trackers, coin miners, pop-ups through the list of filters enabled by default. And it lists just all of them here, so it turns out it's not a script blocker, but anyways. AdGuard annoyances, easy list cookie, easy private, easy list ads. And you can also, down here you can point and click to block JavaScript locally or globally. So obviously some of these things are fairly important because scripts can be very malicious depending on what you have. And then the next one here, I want to just quite quickly jump over them, is Kaspersky. So Kaspersky Protection 2021. And this add-on is not actively monitored for security by Mozilla, so just make sure you trust it before installing. Once again, very high ratings. I can't remember what I just closed at uBlock was, but it's really high. It's like 4.5 stars at least. So same thing here, Kaspersky 4.6, and it's a high volume of ratings, so it's like 352,000 users with 5,000 reviews, and almost 4,000 5-star ratings with only like 62 star and 1 star. Anyways, long story short, Kaspersky is a very old name in the cybersecurity industry, right? You think of Malwarebytes, you think of Norton, McAfee, and then you think of small players like Malwarebytes and Kaspersky and ESET. Kaspersky is one of those like top-notch internet security, anti-malware, antivirus providers that are like the smaller names. So I definitely want to incorporate this. So a little bit about the extension, right? But it's a little bit intrusive. It does require a lot of permissions. So I won't say whether or not I have used this or not, but you can decide that on your own. It's used to manage protection without distracting you from what you're doing. It lets you access protection management features right in your browser window. The set of features the extension helps you with depends on your subscription plan. And so I suppose they have paid plans and premium plans here, but obviously you can use it for free as well. Private browsing informs you when websites are collecting your data, lets you restrict them. Anti-banner blocks annoying pop-up ads on websites. Safe browsing prevents you from visiting dangerous websites. Empowered with extensions, it notifies you of its work in a more convenient, timely manner. And it's designed to work together with the following Kaspersky applications as well. So there's also its other bundled suites that you can use it with. So I'm just going to close it now. So another one is AdGuard. The AdGuard ad blocker, so number 3, and it's going to be the last one I'm going to show here. But you can pick and choose which one you want to use, or if you want to use several in combination, just be mindful of the fact that some of them will kind of adding more. You can turn them on and off, but if you decide to have all 3 of them or more, multiple of these on, it's going to obviously take a hit on your performance computer, and some of them can be conflicting, right? They might run into conflict with each other. So AdGuard ad blocker, another very famous one. This one's even higher rating, 4.7 stars, and this is crazy, but 1.2 million users, very highly trusted. 6,000 reviews, again over 5,000 5-star, and only like 250 1-star. And go further down here, so it's a very good ratio. It's screenshots once again, how you're enjoying AdGuard ad blocker, you can sign in, and then of course about the extension. And I believe the founder here is from I think it's from Romania or the Czech Republic, one of those I believe Slavic, East European, like Baltic. I can't remember what the regional name is. Countries. It's like next to like Russia. So about this extension, Macedonian maybe. AdGuard and ad blocker effectively blocks all types of ads. I really have I really like and appreciate the bluntness that the Eastern European countries have, and so it's something that I personally am very fond of. I want to visit like Prussia, for example, or Poland one day. Okay, blocks all types of ads on all, like fairly conservative, and if you can tell, I'm kind of like that myself. blocks all types of ads on all websites, even on Facebook. Dry humor, satire, right? That's the kind of that's me. Web pages, even dark humor. Okay, I'm derailing myself here. So Facebook, YouTube, and others. So what AdGuard and ad blocker does: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks all ads, video ads. 2, speeds up page loading. 3, blocks many spyware, adware, dial installers. 4, protects your privacy, blocking the common third-party tracking systems. 5, protects you from malware, phishing, and so on and so forth. You just enable, and there are features, obviously, how to remove social media with AdGuard and blah da 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 da. At the moment, we've got more than 2 million harmful websites on record and can block domains. AdGuard, known to spread malware, protect your so blah da. And of course, it tells you the version 4.4.48, size 18.8 MB. You can do this with all the other extensions that you may or may not download. So this is clearly, I'm talking about a lot of these extensions that I've shown so far are all security related extensions, but you don't have to focus only on security. There's a variety of extensions on any browser that you can install, and for a variety of purposes. So it could be for something more aesthetic. You maybe just want a theme that makes it look better. So obviously, I pop over here. This is the Firefox browser add-ons, extensions, themes, and more. Dictionaries and language. So these are the top picks for privacy and security. But like I said, you don't have to just focus on extensions for security and privacy. So 12 add-ons, a creator, last updated October 10th, 2023. So that's over a year ago. So, as you can imagine, Firefox is not one of the leading browsers, not anymore. I remember way back in like 2008 when I was just, in like high school and stuff like that. Yeah, Firefox used to have a name for itself. It was like Firefox and Safari and like Chrome. Like that's what it was. And Internet Explorer, but Explorer was always like filled with like issues. Anyways, Firefox multi-account containers lets you keep parts of your online life separate, pop-up off, clear URLs. And again, you see the number of users here: 430,000, 39,000, blah de da. And you can sift through them all, okay? And Bitwarden, Canvas Blocker, NoScript. This is the one that I probably was referring to. Potentially best security to get a web browser. Protect yourself against XSS and other web security exploits. So that's something else that's fairly important. I'm thinking of maybe clicking on that just to see what it's going to be like about, and whether or not I may or may not want to install this. I'm not sure. Okay. Winner of the PC World Class Award bundled with a Tor browser. Wow, NoScript gives you the best available protection on the web. Allows JavaScript, Flash, and other executable content to run only from trusted domains of your choice, like your banking site. Mitigating remotely exploitable vulnerabilities such as Spectre and Meltdown. Protects your trust boundaries against cross-scripting attacks, cross-zone DNS binding, and all that other stuff that I have no fucking clue what the specific are. Clickjacking attempts. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this because I think I'm going to, this is one of those add-ons, one of the extensions I want to add. Okay. So, yeah, next, what else can we learn about Mozilla? So here, browse by product, Firefox desktop for iOS, for Android. So this is the browser itself, I believe. So it's support on Mozilla Firefox. And I was having some issues here because, like I said, originally I couldn't even connect to the internet. And for about 5 days because of the feature update on Windows 11 that I updated. And on a bunch of like forums, it was very revealing that there were a lot of issues that Microsoft had resolved, and some people were really pissed off, and I was pretty pissed off too, because screwing up with the internet and the Wi-Fi adapter is such a core function. It's like why else would you have a computer or laptop without, like, that's like half the reason you would have them. Anyways, explore topics, settings, email messaging, privacy, security. I guess I was just trying to troubleshoot. So security connection failed. Here's error code. Connection to blah data. Experience that you're trying to view cannot be shown because the authenticity of the received data could not be verified. That's exactly the error that I had. And it did not connect because of potential security issue, which is what brought me over to try to resolve it using the modem and the router access credentials. Okay. Speaking of which, if we go further, I remember, see here now, that I was trying to, so here's actually a tab here that I won't show, but it's the add-ons manager. And basically, I've installed some extensions, and I'm not going to show which extensions are installed, but I'm going to close it basically after I end this video. So it's this tab over here that's going to pop a window. I'm pretty sure it's just I hovered over it, so it's probably showing right now on the video. So the next thing I want to go to then is while we're on the topic of Mozilla, the Firefox, so we can go to settings. And we go to settings here, you can see the general settings for this browser, just like you could if you went to Edge or Chrome. So there's general, there's home, there's search, there's privacy and security, which is my primary focus at the time. Sync, Firefox Labs, I guess that's for developers, and more on Mozilla. And then finally down here, extensions, themes. So browser privacy, enhanced tracking protection, and trackers that follow you around online. So basically there's a bunch of settings here. I'm not going to scroll through. You can tell that it's a long list. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'd see all the settings. I don't want to do that because I don't want to reveal too much about what's, what settings are on my browser. But anyways, you can just, here's what I can show. It's basically that, yeah, I do have advanced protection turned on or whatever. Enhanced tracking protection. So the standard balance for protection and performance. Pages will load normally. Firefox will block for you. Social media trackers, cross-site cookies in all windows, tracking content in private windows, crypto miners, and fingerprinters. So it sounds like keyloggers. And that's our most, includes also total cookie protection, our most powerful Wi-Fi, most powerful privacy feature ever. And okay, so I think that's something that I probably can close, either one of these two. I don't really see any reason to keep this open. Oh, well, there's the extensions tab. So you can see, yeah, it's too bad. I guess I've shown some extensions that are already shown here now. But I want to also get NoScript here as well. Okay, and of course you can enable or disable certain of these extensions, and you'll be able. But you can see I didn't enable all of them. Like I said, you don't want to have too many conflicts. So the last two things I want to cover are, I guess it's good that I accidentally hopped over to Add-ons Manager, because now we're hopping to the last two tabs that cover something along the lines of the extensions that I have installed. And so once you're done installing, of course, you can check out. Of course, I do have installed Kaspersky Protection 2021 privacy policy for that. And here's the privacy policy, right? And I'm not going to go through this. It's all that, legal shenanigans. So policy for Kaspersky Protection Extension, free antivirus, KFA, KAB, for Mac, KIS, KTS, KCS. Anyways, it describes handling of user data by respective. Let's read one paragraph because I need to practice my, communication and reading comprehension. This privacy policy describes handling of user data by the respective Kaspersky protection extension for Kaspersky free antivirus and by all the way down. Extension supplements the respective Kaspersky product, which handles data in accordance with the agreement statements and or policies applicable to the specific product. Details about the functions of the product and the user data the extension will transmit to the respective product are described in section 1 of this privacy policy. If you do not have some of the functions in your product, the corresponding paragraphs of section 1 below do not apply to you. And I'm not gonna go further because again, it's like very boring. It's legal stuff. Like I'm not boring enough as it is, but Alright, so hopping on, finally the last one is AdGuard. So here, the last tab here. Pin AdGuard allows you to quickly check its status and set up exclusions. So this is just after you install AdGuard, like I said, that like Romanian security extension here. So pin the toolbar, here's the menu with the interface. It would show on the top right hand side of your browser. You can open extensions and it shows filtering log, AdGuard settings, pin to toolbar, manage extensions, and blah blah blah. And on the back here, there's the marketing landing page, like unblock advanced features, block trackers, block social widgets, and blah blah. I'm pretty sure once again they have one of those like premium features if they want, because of course they gotta find a way to earn some income from this, so that becomes a self-sustaining gig. So with that being said, I think that's about it. That's where I'm gonna leave it. Appreciate you popping in over here. You can drop down in the comments, let me know what kind of, or just share what kind of extensions you like to use on your browsers and so on and so forth. Whether it's themes, whether it's for appearance, whether it's for productivity, whether it's just for fun and shits and giggles, random memes showing up. or for security privacy, you can feel free to just like share away. And if there's anything else that you just want to talk about that's may or may not be related, feel free to just like pop in and say it anyways. But yeah, this is like the first one was like internet, the previous episode. Before that it was mail, and this one's now on like extensions and internet security as well still. So that's it, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I think there's gonna be a little bit of a administrative episode coming up soon, because I want to detail like the schedule and the plan for the different types of like content that I want to divvy up. But that should be its own like a little short multimedia episode, podcast, or video. So expect that coming. I'm not sure when, but yeah, soon. So that's it. I'm signing out, and see you in the next one. Peace.